2021, I started with Salt Lake City Airport Operations on the landside team, B Shift. My first assignment was working the terminal curbs, traffic management, and customer service. In April 2022, I took my first FMLA leave. It was protected, and I needed the time. Those weeks were about healing, about checking in with the team from home and focusing on family. By June 4th, I cleared to come back, test, and put me on the bench for a week. The results came back clean, just like I knew they would. A week later, I was cleared, badge in hand, walking back through those doors. Back to work, back to the line, stronger than ever. By spring, I was on A shift. The hours were earlier, the pace a little faster. I got coached a couple of times, nothing big, just adjustments. One afternoon, I was catching up with the SkyCap crew on the curb. My supervisor saw it and decided I was slacking. Next day, I had a write-up in my box. I doubled down, tried to be the guy they could count on. Then I got the call about my grandma. Doctor said it wouldn't be long. The family decided we'd all meet in Albuquerque for Christmas. Her favorite time, her favorite place. I marked the date and started counting the days. I managed to get the whole week off, except Christmas Day. I tried trading shifts, asked around, even talked to the supervisor. No luck. I figured worst case, I'd just call off. I had plenty of paid leave stacked up, thought I'd be fine, but it still sat heavy on me. I was feeling great. For 2-day suspension, I sat in that office and pled my case. Told them I had to leave, told them it was Christmas. They didn't budge. Said rules were rules.
On March 1st, I stepped away on my second FMLA leave. HR signed off, approved and protected so I could take the time I needed. By April 25th, I was back at the curb, radio in hand, moving traffic again. In August, I needed another break. Things felt back to normal until the 15th. My supervisor called me into the office, slid this envelope across the table, attendance review notice. Because the rest of my FMLA had been used for back surgery, the absences still hit the system. And now I need you to come with me to HR. What's going on?
Please have a seat. This is a notice for a predetermination hearing regarding your attendance. The allegation is excessive call-offs.
Call-offs? I had doctor's notes for
You can present any documentation at the hearing.
Predetermination hearing, I explained this, and I'll say it again. Most of the attendance allegations you're bringing up were covered under FMLA. That shows there isn't a pattern of me calling off unless I was legitimately
Understood.
sick.
Noted for the record.
Exactly. Just got this letter today. It says predetermination decision, 5-day suspension for call-off pattern. And right here it even mentions the dates were FMLA protected. I had approval for those. This is the notice I got when HR signed off on my leave. How am I getting suspended? I just got the email about the 5-day suspension. I'm putting together an appeal because I believe the decision was unfair. I'm explaining exactly what happened and why I think the penalty's too.
The time this happened, I wasn't given any notice or any opportunity to correct it. I only found out after the discipline was already in place.
You're saying you had no chance to address it beforehand?
Correct. And of the 10 days listed in the letter, 2 are still flat out wrong.
The time I called off, it was because I was sick. Fever, stomach bug, whatever it was. I let my supervisor know and sent in the doctor's note. I don't take days just to take them.
So you're saying you only call off when you're legitimately ill?
Yes, ma'am. If I'm scheduled. Appeal decision. After careful review, the panel has decided to uphold your suspension. They determined the call-offs were not unintentional and therefore not excusable. So that's it. They're keeping the suspension because they think I did it.
I turned down my first appeal. That letter right there makes it official. But there's one more step the rules allow. A second appeal. I'm putting everything in writing, attaching the denial, and making the argument stronger this time.
Heading to the office to file it.
Another predetermination form today, over 1 missed call, and that wasn't enough. They spent a whole month auditing me, combing through every second of my day. Came back with a list. Earbud use, personal phone use, whatever they could find. Like a bowl of popcorn, they just picked and one's guess no. I filed an appeal after they hit me with that 5-day suspension, thinking maybe someone would actually listen. 2 days later, this audit started. Now every tiny thing I do is a violation. Feels less like accountability and more like payback for speaking up. Like they're doing I didn't do anything. Yo. 2 weeks later, this showed up. Termination. No warning, no coaching. They skipped every step they claimed to follow. I was never counseled about the earbuds or the phone. Never sat down, never given a chance to fix it. Just straight to the end of the line. It doesn't even anything like that. What in the security guard please? They didn't just fire me, they stripped me. Badge pulled like I'm some threat, radio yanked off my belt. Then the walk. 2 escorts, eyes in the hallway. Nobody says a word. Out here at the curb, papers in my hand like evidence. Like the supervisor's posted up by the pillar. Eyes glued to me like I might run. Just standing there, making sure I don't breathe wrong. I was sitting here with my whole life in a folded sheet of paper, heart split open, and they looked at me like the devil himself.
They turned it down. Everything I fought for, just gone. I don't know what to do anymore.